What's up, guys? This is D Brown with Trackers, and today I'm going to be recording a nice video for you guys who are dealing with rehab, dealing with knee surgery, dealing with meniscus surgery. It's a special request video I received, so I'm going to show you what a typical warm-up is. This is the type of workout or circuit that you do when you already had your surgery, you did the basic kind of rehab that you do for the first maybe 6 to 8 weeks, and they tell you to go home and basically figure it out. They get you to a point where you're at least able to walk. They may do some stability tests on you, but other than that, it kind of just, if you're an athlete, you have to kind of rehab yourself. So I'm going to give an example of what a dynamic circuit looks like, so that you guys who are dealing with those restrictions still in your quads and your rectus femoris and certain parts of your knee, certain ligaments are still succumbing to like scar tissue and stuff like that. Different dynamic drills that you can do to kind of loosen that up. So check this out. The first one is side to side shuffle. Side to side shuffle can be done for approximately about 20 meters. You can go 20 meters down and then 20 meters back. The next exercise that you can do is this drill called scoops. It's perfect for the hamstrings. Alright, the next drill that you can do after that, that's a nice little drill for the hamstrings, by the way, but the next drill that you can do is called quad stretch. This is one of the most important drills, because what I've seen is that people who have had that meniscus, ACL kind of knee surgery to fix it or replace it, they usually deal with a lot of knee flexion tightness. They deal with a lot of, they can't do this. Okay? So this drill is going to be specifically used for you guys who are dealing with that issue. This is what it looks like. And what I usually do, I do that drill and then I walk 3 steps and then I alternate each leg for about 20 meters. What I would suggest that you do, if you can't grip it or it's too tight for you to grip, you can try this. Just lifting it up is a real great way to like progress into actually holding it with your hand. If for some reason you can't hold it, definitely use just your hamstring to kind of get it up. And even if it gets up, just a little bit, it's enough. Just like trying it kind of builds up that functionality again, so that you can just progress with each day. Rehab is all about building up, rebuilding up those movements that you had before the incident or before the surgery. So it's not going to happen overnight, but if you do this consistently, it will pretty much build up into where it was before. The next drill that you can do is lunges. Very important. And you can do lunges for about 20 meters, give or take. And make sure that you alternate, no side steps in between. Just make sure you take your time, really go from one leg to the next, no stops in between. The next drill that you can do after that is called, I call it calf walks or catwalks. Basically, you're walking on your toes, and it's a really good drill to strengthen up your calves, strengthen up your lower leg muscles. The next drill that you can do is called side lunges. Side lunges are really good because they don't, regular lunges you just go forward and back. Side lunges, you get to work out those side muscles, the adductors, the abductors, and you get to loosen up those minor glutes, the glute minimus, the glute medius, that lie in the high part of your hip. You get a chance to really stretch all those hip muscles out. So it's very important for range of motion to do those. This is what it looks like. Take a step, So make sure that when you're doing that drill, you really focus on hitting both sides, keeping both feet flat on the floor, and you're gonna take a step. And you're gonna be taking a step. After you finish one, you're gonna be taking another a cross step to go into the next one. So just pretty much take your time with that. After that, you're gonna be doing backwards lunges. Backwards lunges is just stepping back, making sure that your knee is over your ankle, and making sure that you take 3 steps in between. That's what it looks like. All right, when you're doing that lunge, make sure that your hips are going down. And it's a really fantastic dynamic stretch to really stretch out those hip flexors, and also builds up strength as well. You're able to strengthen the hips, able to strengthen the glutes and all that stuff. After that, you could do this thing I call arm rotations or swimmers, right? Really simple drill. All you're doing is forward arm rotations, forward and backwards, and you can walk with it as well. 20 meters down, 20 meters back. That's what it looks like. And there you go backwards. All right, and that will be part 1 of the dynamic drills that you can do in order to reestablish that range of motion in your knee, and continued rehab of your injury. So definitely check out part 2. It's a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more running focused if you're a track and field athlete, or if you're just a sports athlete in general. It's a little bit more intense drills to do, so definitely check that out. It's D Brown with Trackheads. Check out part 2. Peace.